Hello? Anybody here? I'm friendly. I just want to talk to you about the state of the game. I promise. Will you talk to me? You fucking idiot! Just talk to me. Use your words. Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video. Well, I guess I should say, welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. Because this is a Tarkov video. Whoa! Well, it kind of looks like Tarkov might be wiping soon, according to Twitter, and some events going on in the game. But before it does, I wanted to make this video and reflect on this past wipe just a little bit, and what made it so turbulent for its players and the community as a whole. But the first game we're going to talk about is Marauders. Marauders is a game that is clearly influenced by Tarkov. It came after the fact and is in a, it's a similar genre, the old looter extraction type of game. However, there's a lot of differences between these games, but the most notable thing is the sound quality. Marauders has excellent sound quality. You can tell where people are just by sound. What a concept. I know, right? To a Tarkov viewer, this is certainly a foreign idea, considering the audio in that game is, and has always been, absolute dog shit. But I digress. It got me thinking, that and all of the complaining and drama and just, bad things going on in the game of Tarkov this wipe have, made me personally a lot less interested in the game this time around. As someone who's been playing Escape from Tarkov pretty consistently for the past few years, the game just isn't what it used to be, in my opinion, for a variety of reasons. Issues that have been going on since then that are still unresolved are frustrating at this point to deal with the same thing over and over again. I love the game, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Escape from Tarkov, and I'm thankful it exists and thankful that I've gotten to enjoy it all this time. But I'm making this video out of love, truly. I want the best for the game because I think it's a special game. It defined a genre. It did a lot for gaming as a whole. We owe it that recognition. I just want the best for the game. And I know a lot of others feel the same way. Yeah, the game, they're working on things and trying to improve and add things to the game. But something about this wipe just feels a bit off. Nonetheless, I wanted to go into the game with my pal. I know that rhymed. Let's not look too far into it, but with my pal. I mean, shit, that's even worse. Hal. Hello, we come in peace, we're friendly. And, I wanted to get in there and ask the players, really, their thoughts on the wipe, new players and old. Hi, can I please interview you? He said, no, you can't. Just, the state of Tarkov, what they think about this wipe, what they like, what they don't like, just, share their thoughts. So that's what I did. I grabbed a microphone that looked suspiciously like a shovel. Just pretend I'm holding it. Oops, shit, sorry. Put on a press vest, a friendly looking face, and I went out there and risked it all. Did whatever needed to be done to get the story.
Oh, someone say I can hit him.
Hello? Can I please interview you? We're just doing interviews. You by the forklift, I'm friendly. I want to talk to you about the state of the game. We are friendly. This is a journalistic piece. Will you participate?
Sure.
I got someone.
Yeah,
Here,
sure.
come with me. Come. Thank you for taking the interview.
This ain't some elaborate trick, is it?
No, I swear. I just want to interview about you about the state of the game. It's a very controversial point. What's your name?
No.
Red.
Mr. Mundane.
John. Let's go, John.
How long have you been playing Escape from Tarkov?
I think this is like my 6th or 7th wipe.
I think I'm on wipe number 6.
Probably got about 800 hours into the game. I started playing about 6 months ago.
As a new player, how do you find this game? Do you like it?
I love playing this game.
How would you say generally the game has improved or declined at this point?
Oh, I think it's much better than it was when I started playing in 2019, like Christmas of 2019.
Content A+. Physical changes to like code, maybe like C+.
I notice you're playing like pretty far into wipe this time. Like, what keeps you playing and coming back so often?
I like to get max traders and then I like to try and kill chads with meme kits. It's pretty fun. I usually play like sniper roleplay or a cowboy.
I really like playing the game, and I like the PvP. Tasks are kind of boring sometimes. I don't really do a whole lot of them. I just more focus on kind of PvP and stuff like that. But they can be rewarding depending on the task.
Do you think like the quest progression is fun currently, or is it a little too much?
Yeah, it's too much. Oh fuck yeah, I got a life. You know, I got kids and shit. I got a job. I can't do that.
Yeah, I got
I just
Kappa a
played it.
couple times myself, and you know, I just go into each wipe, kind of like there's no way I'm gonna get it this time, which actually makes me lose interest faster, in my opinion. Do you feel the same?
No, I agree.
Agreed.
I think overall, like they put a lot of good content into the game, but you know the cheating is extremely rampant. And then as the wipe progresses, less people play, so the amount of cheaters is going to always increase. This wipe is the only wipe I've ever, for sure, been killed by a cheater, in my opinion.
Do you think cheating is an issue in the game currently?
It's maybe just gotten more apparent because a lot of people might have been like closet cheating, but honestly, I think it's about the same.
Occasionally, it's a lot less now that they, put a ban to a lot of cheaters, but occasionally I still find some, dump like a mag into their head and they just keep on moving or they're flying around.
You see people actually flying through the air.
I've only seen it once, and I actually had it happen to me like the second day I played after I got the game. The guy didn't have God mode on, but he was flying around on reserve.
Oh, that's just Ronald. Yeah, he just flies all over the game. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is. What about the recoil and inertia changes? Are you a fan of that, or?
Inertia so-so, because I really just went from like being the guy who's waiting while the other people are running around to now everybody's just sitting and waiting around, so my strategy doesn't work as good. Like I said, A+ content, C+ of like changing bugs and stuff, because I'm a big fan of all the new content and all the new stuff to do, but I feel like sometimes the bad bugs just get in the way.
I'd say just fix a lot of the bugs. Crashing is still a huge issue. At least for me, no matter what I do, clear cache, make sure everything's updated, basically do everything right that I possibly can. And sometimes I get on and it just crashes over and over again. I actually did a fresh install today because I crashed 3 times before I could even attempt to load into a raid.
You heard the man, BSG. Chop chop. Okay. Anyways,
Fix your shit.
so despite the greatly anticipated addition of Streets of Tarkov, Lightkeeper, all this great new stuff, as an initial reaction you might think, oh great, there's so much I can do now and experience in this game. But in reality for me, and I think a lot of other people, it was never really experienced. I think I went to Streets maybe 10 times the entire wipe, and Lightkeeper never saw the guy. It's because I couldn't reach that point in the game. Maybe it's just I'm a bit burned out, or maybe the game just doesn't quite feel the same anymore. Like I said, I absolutely love this game, and I truly want the best for it. And I have my thoughts and opinions on what might be negatively affecting the gameplay experience. But I wanted to see what other people thought as well, and what they thought about the state of the game.
Wow. This is true investigative journalism. You run towards the action. Anderson Cooper doesn't have crap on you. Future Nobel Peace Prize recipient.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
This wipe has been a lot like everyone's 2 girls 1 cup initial reaction. Oh wow, Streets. Kinda hot. Yummy. And then comes the ice cream surprise. And now then we don't eat chocolate ice cream for 2 years and therapy is not enough.
I don't like how Brian said yummy. that was truly horrific. Anyone in chat want to be interviewed actually quickly? All right, everyone.
Hot boys.
Line up. We got a group of gamers the likes of which I've never seen. Keep it simple. What's your name?
I'm AssBlaster. Greetings.
So, Ass Blaster, how many hours would you say you play currently a week?
Maybe 30.
30 hours a week still. Why haven't you played another game?
Well, I've been playing this game for like 6-7 years or something, and I really like it. It's just that the performance this wipe, like with the desync and stuff, it's really rough. But
So it's still your favorite game regardless.
yep, It's very nice. It's
I
very
mean,
addictive.
it's still a great game.
Exactly. Yeah. It's I don't know. Like Battlestate Games is doing. Obviously, they're doing all they can because they love their own game too. But
Fair enough. Definitely room for improvement, but you know, I just want to see the game succeed because it's great. What about you?
Exactly.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is
Hi.
Cody.
Do you have anything to add based on what Mr. Blaster has said?
I think BSG, they are like doing all they can, right? And their heart is in the right place, but like the stuff that they do isn't necessarily the best thing that they can do, if that makes sense. No game has ever been able to combat RMP.
People need to stop fucking up and cheating and using RMT. That's cheating too. You're just ruining the game for yourself mostly.
Absolutely.
All right. And you, Mr. Roll Around in the Mud, what's your name?
My name is Sperman.
Sperman. What do you have anything to add?
The only reason I'm a high level this wipe is because I took a break for 2 years.
Okay, having taken that break, what are the notable differences?
Definitely inertia, I would say. It's definitely getting used to.
There's a lot more content now, so
Do you
A
think
lot
that
more quests.
do you like that or not like that?
Well, I've never been one to go for Kappa. I just play to get max traders and then go PvP. But yeah, I like all the new quests. It makes leveling up a little easier. But going for Kappa would probably suck right now.
How did you hear about Escape from Tarkov?
I heard it from a friend. We watched a YouTube video about it.
I found out about Tarkov from watching Aqua. I
Ah,
used to watch Rust, and then I started playing Tarkov.
Nice.
that's sweet. I hope you have enjoyed the game and I didn't enter you in some sort of hellish part of your life that you regret eternally. Don't answer that. All right, now everybody
Don't
fight
look
to the
at me.
death. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm like 5 seconds behind, so that was just...
All right, well, have a nice day. Enjoy the loot.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hey.
Hello?
What do you think of the current state of Tarkov? Is it better or worse
I think the
right
current
now?
state of Tar-
What? Oh, he's gone. He's gone again. Like this in itself is like stupid. Like we should be able to be in a game together at least so it doesn't crash. You know, like, oh, he's back. Hey.
I can make it!
Okay. Hey, Junker.
Yeah?
Can you hear me? Are you here?
Yeah?
All right, great.
Yeah.
What a nice setting for an interview. Here, come over here in the sunlight.
All right.
All right, Junker. So as a veteran of this game, what do you think? Has it gotten better or worse over time?
I'd say, I mean, overall, obviously the game's gotten better in terms of like content-wise, yeah. And there were some pretty fucking shitty bugs early on.
So what do you think about the like recoil update situation that everyone was whining about? Namely, I don't want to name any names, but Trey 24K. I mean, he has a point. Obviously, Veritas I think did a great video on that as well. And the movement,
Veritas
the inertia,
video-
all that stuff. What are your thoughts there? Better or worse changes?
Veritas video is the only Tarkov video I've seen in the past 2 years. And that was because that video was really cool.
It was great,
and
yeah.
It was really good. I'm not the biggest. I'm really running a vanilla SKS, you know. I'm not the biggest guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is like asking me about that, I guess.
Yeah. Like I don't have money to run like a meta M4 every round, where it's like no one noticed the recall chains there because it's laser anyways. You know, for guys like us, the what do you call us, like the average player. It's a really good change. I really like the recall one. Inertia. I mean, and you asked me about inertia. I don't really have like a positive or negative view on inertia. I feel like it's just kind of like, I mean, I didn't really feel it that much.
Yeah, I noticed a difference, but like it didn't like affect me. Like to me, it kind of like it is what it is. I'll adapt.
The whole cheater thing was really not that big of a deal. I think I've been killed by. I played Tarkov for when was 2017? How long is that? That's 6 years ago now. Jesus. I think I've been killed by a cheater like 5 times.
So no worse than usual. You think that goat video was blown a little out of proportion, or?
I mean, there's probably a way more how do you say it? Economic cheaters, and there are like just like kill everyone cheaters, you know, because they sell the accounts to losers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. As a guy in chat
others.
said, you know, aimbot we're gonna ban for sure, but ESP, you know, that's more undetectable.
There could be a lot of that, but you know, unfortunately, that's how it.
You know, some people are like, what do you mean, man? I get killed by cheaters like every single raid I go in. It's like, okay, maybe you should tone down the accusations just a little bit. You know?
From like a video creation standpoint, do you feel like the game is in a spot where it's fun to create the amazing videos you do?
Well, I mean, there's a reason why I'm not making one about this wife.
Fair enough. That's kind of what I was getting at. So
exactly,
Tarkov 6 unconfirmed.
Tarkov wipe 6 will not be on this wipe. The next wipe is looking pretty cool, and I gotta figure out if I want to include the stuff from this wipe, or probably not, because I feel people just kind of want to like forgive and forget. Should we just make a video like the wipe that shall not be named?
Any other questions, Hal? Anything?
Yeah, when's Tarkov 6 coming out?
Oh, dude, I swear to God.
You can shoot him if you want, Junker. Wouldn't bother me.
Really?
Yeah, no, he died just from another guy. Okay, that looks like cheating. I'm not.
Sorry, I toggled real quick. I'm sorry. You know, all cheaters, they toggle. I think Tarkov is still, you know, we all come back to each wipe. You know, the game hasn't died yet. A lot of people are like, oh, the game's gonna die. But that's just, each wipe dies. You know? Each wipe just
yeah,
dies.
of course.
This wipe has definitely died the quickest and the hardest out of all of them. I fully agree.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And what I'm trying to get to the bottom of is why, you know, considering the new map, the new Lightkeeper, all these new things, like why is this wipe died out the most?
Lightkeeper, have you unlocked Lightkeeper?
Fuck no.
Exactly. See my point?
I mean, my goal, I really enjoy doing the tasks and getting Kappa. I've gotten it numerous times, but you know, the last couple wipes I just haven't cared to because of the level requirement and the amount that needs to be done. It's too much. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It's too much of a second job, you know? It's not a video game, it's a job in that sense, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, fuck.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Maybe we could get Junker, a story.
Quickly. Get the cameras.
Hello?
Oh, right there.
Hello, we just want to ask you some questions. We're doing an interview. I just want to talk to you about the state of the game.
Sir.
I just want to talk to you about the state of the game. You little bitch. I killed him. Junker, I killed one.
Holy shit. Didn't want to interview. You want an interview? Hey, interview.
We're interviewing about the state of the game. I'm sorry I killed your friend.
You want to know anything about the state of the game? Oh my God.
All right, co-anchor Hal. Hello. You've been playing the game quite a bit this wipe. What are your thoughts so far?
It's been fun. It's been interesting, but it's petered off, and I feel like with the cheater and epidemic, it's like kind of like really spoiled the game for a lot of people. And somebody who
it works in game development, I understand like the
task and how like difficult it can be with a community that are like really negative towards you.
Yeah.
So, like I really feel for Battlestate games.
Do you think people are overly critical of BSG?
Absolutely, 100%.
And it's because this game has like ruined like every other game that I've ever played. I feel like they will fix the game eventually, but I feel by that point everyone will like be super negative towards it. It's cool to hate the game, so
people will just do that, in my opinion.
But it does have a lot of problems. Like they have to sort so much shit out, and I just don't know they're going to be able to do it in time for like the community turns on them.
What have you been doing to keep this wipe fresh for you as someone who is currently often playing?
So I put on the shit mic and then just trolls people.
That works. Kind of like what we're doing now. Like I'm playing to interview people about how bad the game is currently.
What's really killed it for me is doing the same quests for like 5 years. It's so fucking boring. Like I don't care about fucking pocket watch. Fuck that pocket watch.
Fuck that pocket.
Okay, calm down.
Pocket watch. Like what's the point of this game?
Fuck you, pocket watch. But yeah,
What's the point of us being here? Like, oh, like we've come to stop Terra Group Labs. We'll put some more shit in there about it, where like you don't have a fucking access key card to get in. Like, so say for instance, right? I've got to come here. I've got to put something down in factory, looking at the floor, the PvP map, and then I get shot, and then have to go collect it again. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Don't be a baby, Hal. The game needs to be hard. That's what made it so good in the first place.
Absolutely.
Fire away.
What first brought you over to Tarkov? Like, what like you saw like Escape from Tarkov, like people playing it. Like, what drew you to it?
I was a YouTuber at the time, and I just, heard about it. My friend Kings actually was probably the first one to tell me about it. Kings Entourage.
Oh yeah.
I just heard people talking about it. General Sam, he and I checked it out together for the first time. He got stuck in a hole in the woods. I actually hated the game at first. I hate it, but like it didn't click with me at first.
What was that moment that made it click?
I gave it another try after playing World of Warcraft Classic, just on a whim, before the big wipe when it totally blew up. Just on a whim, I was like, you can literally see the comment in my community section on my main YouTube channel. I just went for it. And I was playing with Toothy a lot in World of Warcraft, and he got into Tarkov and was telling me how great it was.
What's the most thing that you love about the game?
I love that it has it's basically an RPG with FPS elements. I love the questing. I love the itemization, the economy. There's just so much to it. It's so well done. It's just one of those games that just hits.
And what's making you fall out of love with Tarkov at the moment?
For me, well, all the bugs, the cheaters, all the reasons that we've all talked about ad nauseum at this point. I mean, those play a role, but the biggest thing for me is that it's just too much grinding now.
Yeah.
What always kept me interested was the quests, and now I don't feel it's like possible for me to achieve Kappa at this point, or Lighthouse or whatever. I go into each wipe expecting not to complete it because I am a variety streamer and I just simply don't have time to grind this out. I'll just talk to you in this. You can ask me over that. Okay. Before it was like, I would be like all in on it. It would take me a month and a half, maybe 2 months to grind it out. And I would seriously do it again each time if it were like the amount. It was still difficult. It was still a grind, but it was like the right amount back then. Yeah. And now it's just simply too much. And some of the quests are they're not fun. And all that combined with all these problems that are just so infuriating, the lack of sound. A big part of why I'm making this video is because I was playing Marauders a lot. They had a big update. Their VoIP sounds incredible. Yeah. It sounds so good. It's barely functional in this, and VoIP is an important thing in the game to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sound in general in Marauders just sounds so much better. That alone in this game, like if they had the sound of Marauders, that would help tremendously. It's really so bad. That kind of crowning achievement at the end, that's what makes games other MMOs or RPG games so exciting. You get that reward at the end of the game. That was the Kappa, and now it's just so unattainable. And literally, it used to, even though the game was shorter, it used to engage me more than it does now because I just go into it without an attitude I'm gonna get anywhere in the game. So I'm not enticed by the grind because the end goal just isn't realistic.
Lighten it up, if you could make a quest, what would the storyline of that quest be?
I think my favorite quest in the game is Shooter Born in Heaven. And I really like Jaeger's quests, you have to kill people with a headshot while having a tremor, all that shit. I think that's actually kind of fun. Things that you can get lucky or create situations that you can complete quickly or by accident. Yeah. So it's a nice little dopamine surprise when you get it done. Grinding scavs is not my idea of a good time. No. Anything where you have to do a shoot people in the head from 100 meters away or stuff like that is just more fun to me. I hate wearing Untar armor and going to 4 different maps and killing scavs on it. I get that those quests need to be in there too. They kind of do, but and I don't mind them, but I feel like there's too many like that. It's just busy work, and I think skill-based quests would be more exciting if they could come up with more of those.
I feel like what they could do is, like, say for instance, like Shooter Born in Heaven. Okay, I'm shit at sniping, but say for instance, if you complete Shooter Born in Heaven the way it's intended to, you get a really good reward and like a path, like to a different like quest that you wouldn't get normally.
Yeah,
What if like you do it another way, say for instance, like, I don't know.
I love that, like kind of like Fable or something.
Yeah, like
you
it
can
has
go
branching
like a
paths.
more good or a more evil path through
Yeah,
Tarkov.
yeah,
That would be
definitely,
cool.
definitely.
Yeah, just and then one way you get like Kappa, another way you get like another reward, you know, at the end of the quest line.
Yeah, it adds variety.
Or what would be even cooler would maybe that could determine your faction.
Yeah,
you
that would
know?
be cool. Yeah.
Like maybe aside from like Bear versus Usek, but like depending on your quest line, you're associated with like a separate faction that might get different skill sets with different weapons.
Yeah,
or different,
yeah, definitely.
You know, trader bonuses, things
I like that. Yeah, I really like that. I like the idea of like being like nobody would like complete to Kappa the same way. Like you would get like, say you do Shooter Born in Heaven, but then you wouldn't do Spar the way it was intended to, or something like Spar Tour.
Yeah, exactly. Like that exists currently, you know, little choices like that, but they're not really like they don't really change much, just like where you or how much money you spend. Like more variance in that way, I think would be really cool.
What's next?
I would like to be able to smoke the cigarettes. God damn it. I want and like I wanted to do like, you know, give you a little tiny little buff somehow.
Yeah?
Just for RP purposes, you know?
Okay. And you hold it in your hand like BioShock, like in the first scene. I want the when you like you eat food, like the can to like hit the floor, and then like you know it's like you can knock it around and it makes noise.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of the interview. That's the end of the interview right there.